Hi everyone, welcome back to the TechSupper channel. Today in this video, we are going to look at how to administer Oracle integrations. When you develop your integration in an Oracle integration cloud and when you active, there will be a lot of messages will flow for a particular integration of and multiple integrations which you develop in the Oracle integration cloud. So it is very important to understand the administration part of all the running integration, how they are behaving, how many messages has been flown from one integration to another integration, how many got failed, and a lot of things which you need to take care once you deploy your integration. So in this video, I'm going to give you the understanding end to end how the administration part of Oracle integration work, how to track your integration with different filters with different searches. So before I proceed further, I request everyone to please subscribe my channel so you can get a latest notification in your notification list as soon as I publish a new video. Let's get started. Monitor integrations. It is important to see the health of running integrations and how they are behaving during runtime. Whenever you develop any integration and you deploy that integration, it is really important to see how it is behaving during runtime, and it is really important for the administrator guy to monitor our integration time to time, how they are behaving, how many messages got failed, how many got success. So all these can be tracked from the monitoring dashboard. Integration cloud provide a rich dashboard which help different personas to monitor the running integration. So in this slide, I showed two images, two pictures. One is in the pie chart and the second is the bar. All such type of graph you will see under the monitoring dashboard of Oracle integration, which will depicts different pictures of a different integration time to time, and all the graphs will refresh time to time so that you can get real-time analytics of all running integration. The monitoring dashboard provide information and tools to monitor the integration through a rich set of interactive screen. Whenever you log in into the integration cloud and move to the monitoring dashboard, there are different screens, the interactive screens, which will allow you to monitor your integration. You can see the health of different components under your Oracle integration cloud. One of the screens of the dashboard allows you to manage the failed integration and take further action upon it. There's another dedicated screen which will allow you to track all the integration which got failed, and you can take a further action upon it. You can resubmit a failed integration, you can abort it, you can do multiple things on a particular failed integration. So I will walk you through all the screens which we have under Oracle Integration Cloud end to end. How to move to the dashboard. So this is navigation. First, from the home page, there's a navigation called monitoring. You have to click on this monitoring, and under monitoring, you will see two things. One is usages matrix and integrations. You have to move to the integrations, and then under this integration, there are different navigations like dashboards, integrations, agents, tracking, and then errors. So all these are the navigations which will allow you or allow administrator to track integration, how they are behaving, how they are working in the production, how they are working, and how many got failed, how many got success, how many has processed, how many are in running state. There are different state of a particular integration message. View dashboard. So the first screen of the monitoring dashboard is a dashboard. So this dashboard is a full with different views to check how integrations are performing. So in this image, you can see there are different informations are visible, like how many messages has been received all over the integrations, how many got failed, what is the success ratio of all the integration. There are different component under the under the Oracle Integration Cloud, and you can monitor the health from this particular dashboard. Another component is the agent, which will, this screen will allow you to track the health of agents. Like you can see the design time matrix, the on the top of this particular screen, you can see there's a logs, and then view the logs section will allow you to download the log files, and under the view, you can see the audit trail and the activity stream. At the bottom of this screen, you will find out two graphs. One showcase hourly history of the last 24 hours, another shows daily history of the last 30 days. These two graphs shows the total number of messages received in the last 24 hours in the first graph. The second graph depicts the number of messages of the last 30 days. So these dashboards are very helpful for the leaders to check how many messages are flowing day to day or hourly wise. So you can send this screenshot to a leader as well to show them these are the number of messages which is flowing in my integration. So I have talked about a message in a multiple times. What message is? The message is nothing. It is just a instance. Let's suppose you have one integration on which someone has hit that integration, right? Whether it's a scheduled integration, whether it's a real-time integration. If there's a hit on this integration, right, this integration will do the required things. It can send a message to a different application. It can take the message from different application, aggregate the data. So the overall integration instance is called a single message. So this is the message that I have received. So this dashboard depicts different information of the integrations. Another screen is allow us to monitor integrations, and this screen groups the integration and it shows the integrations and every integrations. And in this particular screen, you will see the integration, and every integration it will differentiate like how many messages has been received, how many got processed, how many got succeeded, aired out, and then aborted. So on top of this particular screen, you will see a table like it shows the total instance count: 13 received, 14 processed, 5 succeeded, 8 aired out, and then aborted. So this table will be refreshed depending on the time window you select from that particular filter. Okay, so this is the second screen. The third screen will allow you to monitor agents during the runtime. Let's suppose you have a different agent groups, and under that agent group, there are different agent associated with the agent. So using the screen, you can monitor the health of the agent, if it is running or not. If let's suppose I have two agent group. One is agent underscore group 1, second is demo underscore agent. This agent have one connectivity agent. If the status is available and it shows green, which means this agent is up and running. The second agent, demo underscore agent, corresponding to you see the status, and status is unavailable, which means this agent is down and you cannot use it to transact your integrations. So this screen will allow you to monitor agents. Track integration via business identifiers. There's another screen called tracking, right? So this screen will allow you to track your integrations based on the business identifier which you choose before you activate your integration. View the status of business identifiers included in integrations on the tracking page. Also allows you to view the message payload. From this particular screen, you can see all the integration. You can filter the integration based on the time window, and all the integration instances will be visible over here, and each and every row will show a separate message of each and every integration. So in this picture, I have showcased two integration. One is test scheduled integration, on which we have received two messages, and there's another integration poll underscore file 6. It shows the message of this particular integration. Whatever integration will be failed, it will be errored state. Whatever integration got succeeded, the status of this integration will be succeeded. Here you see in the red, right? I have depict that business identifier. So this is the primary identifier sample file 1.csv which I have enabled during that integration design time, and this is the start time which I have enabled for this particular integration, that is called primary identifier. If you have secondary identifier in your integration, this can be visible here as well. Here you see the business identifier directory. So this is the secondary business identifier which I have selected under that integration. Duration, it will show the receive, errored duration, and then there's a icon as well which will allow you to view back. Track errors, there's a dedicated screen which will allow you to manage errors. The screen will allow you to manage errors, allow you to resubmit failed messages, discard errors, view message recovery status, view error messages, and view specific error details, including the activity stream, business identifiers and values, and message payload in the failed instance. So there's a dedicated screen under that dashboard which will show only the failed instances, and it will show you the status, like can you resubmit this integration or not. It will allow us to see the recovery status. It will allow you to see the error messages for a particular integration. Resubmit failed messages. It is really important to understand what kind of messages can be resubmitted. Integration Cloud allow you to resubmit failed messages. Failed messages can be resubmitted manually from the error page. Resubmitting a failed message, it is really important to understand that whenever you resubmit a message, it will start from the beginning of that integration or it will start from the failure point. Resubmitting a failed message, it starts the integration from the beginning. What type of messages can be resubmitted? Only the synchronous flows in Oracle integration are recoverable and can be resubmitted. The integrations which are of type, sorry, that is not synchronous, only asynchronous. Just allow me a minute. Okay. So only asynchronous, not synchronous. It was by mistake. Only asynchronous flows in Oracle integration are recoverable and can be resubmitted. The flows which are of type of synchronous cannot be resubmitted, even they are failed. So here in this picture, you will see the integration which are failed and are of asynchronous type, like the scheduled integration, like the APIs in which you don't send the response back, like the publish or the subscriber integration. These are the asynchronous type of integration. They can be resubmitted. If there's a failed integration, you can resubmit the integration one by one. Here you see whenever you hover over particular integration, it will allow it will show you the different icon, and one of the icons allow you to resubmit a single message. Another way, if you have a list of failed integration and you wanted to resubmit integration in the bulk, you can check the particular checkbox which will select all the failed messages, and this resubmit button will resubmit all the failed messages. So this is how you can resubmit the failed messages. Now let me just go back to the Oracle integration and I will walk you through all the screens which we have and with different filters. So whenever you log in on the Oracle Integration Cloud, you will be landed onto the home page, and the navigation of the monitoring dashboard is go to the monitoring, and we have usages matrix and then integration. So let me just explain this usages matrix, which is the recent feature of Oracle Integration Cloud. Under that usages matrix, you can see the number of messages has been consumed for a particular day. If you go back, So here you see between 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. total number of usages is 400. If you go between 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. the 400. Again it is 400 between 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. It shows 5k messages and 10k messages. If there's a more limit, then again the bar will increase accordingly. By default, it shows the messages of a particular of the current date, and here you can view the matrix of a particular selected date. If you wanted to summary by R, here you see from and to billable message 0. Here you can track it. If you wanted to export it, you can export it by clicking on this export button, and you have to give the start date and then end date. By default, it will take the first of the current month and the system date, and then you can export it. When you click on the export, a CSV file will be exported and it will allow you the metrics. Go to the integration, and here we have dashboard, integrations, agents, tracking, and then errors. Click on the dashboards. So here this dashboard will allow you to see the different information like runtime health. So this runtime health will show you the overall messages received on this particular OIC instance, how many got failed. So 1207 is the number of messages you have received. 145 is the number of error messages. 88% success rate. System health. So this will show you the health of your system, right? And it will show you that your instance is up and running. That's the reason it shows in green. Agents, it's down. That's the reason it is showing that. All the agents which you have, it is all are down. Agent health. It shows how many agents you have, how many are down. Accordingly, it will calculate the percentage and will show here. Integration. This will show you the triggered by schedules or the events. If you click on the more, it will take you to the integrations page. I will show you this later. And then how many are scheduling, like 0 running, 0 stop. This section depicts the design time matrix, how many connections you have, how many integrations you have, how many adapters are available, how many are schedules. If you click on a more, it will take you to the design time matrix page. Here, this design time matrix shows the total number of integration, and it bifurcates into different stages: draft, configured, active, and then error. If you again wanted to see based on the pattern, app-driven orchestration, basic routing, publish to IC, schedule orchestration, and then subscribe to IC. It shows the connection, how many connections you have, how many are in draft, configured, in use, and then inactive. You still can drill down based on the connections, based on the adapters. The two connections are there based on the file adapter, two are there based on the FTP adapter. Lookups, it shows total number of lookups you have, how many are in use. It depicts the total number of packages. Similarly, you can see the agents. If you can drill down, agent group 1 have one, demo agent group have one agent. Adapters, how many adapters you have, pre-installed, private, and then marketplace. And then how many JavaScript libraries you have. You can refresh this. If you go back, again, you will go back to the same window, and it shows the hourly history of last 24 hours. If you click on a particular graph, it will show you error instances 1 and what time it got failed. Similarly, total instances 21 and then 1. This graph depicts the daily history for last 30 days. The horizontal line will show the date and vertical line show the total number of messages. Now here you see the view activity stream and the design time or date. You can download the log, you can download the incident log. If you download the diagnostic log, it will download all the logs in the zip file, which you can unzip, and then you can debug your errors. And then whatever incident has occurred, you can download the log and it can be seen under that incident log. Let's go to the activity stream, and it will depict all the activity stream which has taken place in different integration. Like we have test schedule integration, the version, instance ID, operation name, error hospital, integration, execution has completed. So different actions is source in a integration. Here you can see, you can refresh it as well. If you wanted to filter, you can filter it based upon the integration name, based on the record count. You can search a particular activity stream. If you want to download, you can download it from here. If you download it, a file will be downloaded and you can view whole activity stream. Another thing is design time audit. So this design time audit is very important to understand. So this, let's suppose as a developer, you have created an integration, but other colleague has the access of the same YC instance and he has deleted that integration. Okay. Once you log in again into your Oracle integration cloud and see, hey, there is no integration which I have developed. If you want to track it, where it has gone, you can come to the design time audit, and here it will show you the action and it will show you the name. It will show you the runtime when this integration has been deleted. So it is really important to see the design time audit time to time, what are the actions has taken place. If you want to download, you can download it as well. If you go down, it will scroll more. So this is all about dashboard here. Go to the integrations now. So these integrations will show you the messages of last 1 hour by default with status active, and then sort by last updated date. So all the integration which are in active mode and have a message can only be tracked from this integration. The integration which are in inactive state cannot be tracked from this integrations screen. If you want to search particular integration, you just click here and the particular integration will be able to search. If you see right, and whatever integration contains a right word, it will be visible over here. Let's suppose file. Here you see file, and then this keyword, this integration will have the word keyword file. That's the reason it is also be tracked. Now, if you wanted to filter it based on different time window, you can do this based on the date range. On the last date, in the date range, you can put the from and the to, and then accordingly the filter will work here. Cancel. If you wanted to track the messages of last 3 days, you can track it. Just click on this, and then status, and then style, and then you can do sort by as well. Let's click on apply. So here it will show you the messages of last 3 days, all are inactive. How many messages has been received, how many got processed, how many are errored out, how many are aborted. All files, 4 received, 4 processed, 4 succeeded. Right fields, right file, 2 received, 1 processed, 1 succeeded, and then aborted. It will group integration wise, and accordingly it will show the total number of messages received. If this is a scheduled integration, right, you can submit now it from here. If this is a schedule, if you wanted to ad hoc, if you wanted to submit ad hoc on ad hoc basis, you can do it from here. This is the action scheduled. It will take you on the schedule page. If you wanted to pause the schedule integration, you can pause it from here. If you want to drill down, if you wanted to see the details, last message has been received today 2 AM IST, and the next run is at 2 PM IST. Similarly, poll files, 4 integration received, 4 messages received, 4 process, 4 success, and here you cannot see any action. It is because this will not allow you to perform any action. But yes, all the schedule integration, it will show you this thing. allow you to submit here. 39 integration overall, and if you go down, it will load more and more. 12 messages received, total instances of last 3 days, total processed, 1 succeeded, 1 added out, and 1 is in the aborted state. You can refresh it as well. So this is all about the integration. If you click on this particular thing, it will take you to the tracking page. Let's suppose click on this, and it will take you to the tracking page. I will come to this later. Click on that agent. So this agent screen will allow you to monitor your agents which you have under your Oracle Integration Cloud. Let this page to be loaded. So here you see the 4 agents group, like agent group 1, demo agent, and then agent group, and then execution agent group 1. It shows the type and it shows the status: unavailable, unavailable, unavailable. If the agent will be up, the status will be available, and the dot will turn into the green. It shows the number of agent associated with this particular agent group. If you wanted to see the information of your connectivity agent, virtual machine information, it can view from here. If you click on this open details, again it will show you the name, identifier, updated, updated by, created, and then created by. So all these can be tracked from here. You can search a particular agent, you can do a filter as well. Go to the tracking. This is very, very important to understand. So by default, it will take the time window which we have selected here. Like we have last 3 days, and if we have selected last 3 days over here, it will come into the tracking page as well, last 3 days. But if you wanted to track the message between a time window, you can select the date range, and from here you can select form and then to. Okay, similarly integration name, and here if you cross this, it will show you all the integration instances which has been received. If you wanted to search it, you can search it, but this search will search based on a full, partial primary or the secondary primary. If you have enabled business identifier, but it is mandatory to enable business identifier, at least one business identifier must be enabled. So let's suppose it's the identifier called file on a file name, right? And there's an integration poll underscore file says, and you have enabled a business identifier as a file name. So if you wanted to track based on that particular business identifier, let's suppose I'm wanted to search sample file. Sample, let's suppose sample. So whatever business identifier contains a sample word, it will be filtered out. And this filter works upon the primary identifier plus secondary identifier. This shows the secondary identifier. If you hover it, you can copy it from here as well. Every integration instance has a instance ID. So this is the primary ID of a particular instance. It will show you the status: succeeded, succeeded, succeeded. It will show you when it has received, like you see the date, Thursday at 9:54 p.m. Succeeded, what time it succeeded, and total number of duration this integration took to complete. If you hover it, it will show you different icons, like click on a view detail. This view detail will show you the activity stream along with the payload. So this payload will be visible only if you have enabled it during activation of the integration. You can download the particular payload, you can copy, you can expand this, you can close it. You can see the instance ID. If you click on this particular instance ID, it will open the graphical view of this particular instance, and if you have a loop, it will show you the iteration count. If the green dot represents the happy path, if it got failed, it will be marked with the red arrow. It shows the complete. The view activity stream can be seen from here as well. Click on a view activity stream. you can download the .json file. Close it. I'm back on this page. Okay. Now, if you, okay, so here you see I have searched with this. So it is again showing for integration because I have searched with the slash, and the slash is having in your business identifier, secondary business identifier. Hence, it has showcased 4 integration instances. If you do it again search, it will show all the integrations, whether it's errored out, whether it's succeeded. If you click on this error and click on this particular view details, it will show you the error which has been occurred in a particular integration. You can download it. You can do sort by ascending and then descending. By default, the descending. You can close it. Okay. So this is how you can track. You can filter it based on different filters. Like if you wanted to search a particular instance ID, let's suppose this is the instance ID you have. If you wanted to search it, just click on this instance ID and then apply. Here you see the particular integration has been filtered out based on that instance ID. Go to the errors page. So this error page is again a very important. Now here you see all the integration which got failed will be visible over here, and it will show you the integration errored out of the last 3 days. It is because we have selected 3 days from the previous history. So here you see it will show 6 errors. These are the integration which got failed. It will show you failed at the fault location. It got failed at the FTP connection learning. So we have a connection name. We have a connection drop. The connection name is FTP connection learning, and showcase that this integration failed at this particular step. Shows the instance ID, business identifier, and then the integration name. Here you can see the particular details, view details. Again, it will open the activity stream. You can abort the instance. Once you abort that instance, it cannot be recovered. Okay, so please make sure you will carefully abort your instances. Again, click on this open details. Open detail, it will show you the error details. Here you can see the error detail directly from here by clicking on this open detail. Sorry, I have clicked on this aborted. Here you see the instance ID is submitted for aborted. Click on refresh button to see if this instance still appears on this error list. So here you notice this instance ID 0009. Refresh it. Here you see it has gone away from here. Track errors, you can see. Okay. Now, if you wanted to resubmit this integration, what you can do, you can resubmit the integration 2 ways, and only the asynchronous flows can be resubmitted, and this resubmit button will be visible only for the asynchronous flows. Try to click on this resubmit, and then here you see the instance ID is submitted for processing. Click on the refresh button to see if it still appears on the error list. 08, if it will be failed again, it will remain here. If it will got succeeded, it will out from here. 008, but here you see the instance is still there. It is because it has failed again. If you click on this open detail, it will show you the resubmit count 1, which means the integration has been resubmitted 1 time. Just try to resubmit it again. Maybe we have to refresh it. Resubmit it again. Refresh this. Open details. Maybe it has not. Maybe it has not been refreshed. But yes, this has been resubmitted. If you wanted to bulk resubmit, just select the instances which you wanted to resubmit, or you can select all from by here and then resubmit. Here you see all the selected error instances are scheduled for recovery job, and this is the job ID. If you click on this, it will take you on the job ID page, and here it will show you. Okay, recovery job ID 36001. So all these integration which you have, resubmitted for the recovery. If you refresh it, here again it is showing in the add out state. Here you see the add just now. Okay, it is because we have resubmitted and it got failed now. That's the reason it is saying just now. But it took 1 day, 11 hours, 35 seconds. Let me just go back, errors page. Here now I am on the errors page. If you click, and here you see you have resubmitted this one time. If you again expand this, here you see the resubmitted count is 2. You can track, you can track integration error by integration, error by connections, and then error by recovery jobs. 2 minutes ago, this is the job ID, and 5 received. We resubmitted 5 integrations at a time. That's the reason it is showing job ID, and 5 succeeded. If you click on this, here you see all this. So this is how you can view the dashboard. You can manage all your running integration, different filters, different searching, which will allow you to see the overall health of your integration, will allow you to abort a particular instance. It will allow you to resubmit the failed instances. That's all for this particular video. I hope you like that video. If you like the video, please like, comment, and share. And please subscribe my channel to get notifications in your notification list as soon as I publish. Thank you. Good day. Bye bye.